In this video, I am going to show you step by step how to program your mindset for trading success. Now, it's not about a new strategy. It's not about doubling down. This is about mastering your mindset. And how do I know how to do this? Because I am a trading psychologist. I am an expert in the field of trading psychology. I am a clinical hypnotherapist, and I have helped over 1,000 traders succeed long-term over the last 10 years. I'm also the founder of Hypnosis for Traders. So let's dive in. These are the real 3 steps, the real secret to finally seeing the success you know that you're capable of. Through a decade of research and working with over 1,000 traders, I found the exact psychological steps you need to take to start winning. This isn't just another video on trading mindset. This is about completely reprogramming your mind on a subconscious level. This is where you get the most powerful and consistent results. Before we dive in, I want you to watch this video with an open mind. Many believe that trading is just about numbers and strategy, and that psychology or mindset won't make them profitable. This is completely untrue. Psychology is a missing link between strategy and success. And it's crucial because without mental clarity and confidence, even the best strategies will fail. It doesn't replace strategy, but it enhances your trading no matter what strategy you use. Of course, you do need a strategy that works. So let's get into the first step, setting the right expectations for your trading journey. Because setting the wrong expectations is a mistake that a lot of traders have made, and it's not even their fault. Especially now with social media, a lot of people fail or fall into the trap of seeing trading as an easy way to make money. This is not true. But that's almost normal because of what they see on social media, and I understand that. There are influencers everywhere on social media showing themselves in front of a Ferrari and a Bugatti. Don't get me wrong, I'm guessing some are true. But it sets up false expectations and false hopes that this is an overnight success thing. It is not. The most successful traders go in with the intention and knowing that this is a journey, and it takes at least 5 years to see consistent profitable results. If you have an expectation that you're going to make a lot of money, then if the slightest thing goes wrong, then negative emotions will come straight in. Once that happens, it rarely turns out well. Emotional trading, impulse decisions, overtrading, revenge trading, and so on come into play, all leading to even bigger losses. A vast amount of problems comes from the intention and the expectations that you're going to go in and make a lot of money. Now, the most successful traders I know don't even focus on the P&L. They are simply focused on their process. It is all about process. Focusing on them, because that's what they can control. You can't control the markets. You don't know the outcome. But when you start to follow the process and have really good consistent performance, the byproduct is your P&L is going to be in very good shape. How do I know this? Because I've worked with traders for many, many years. So now I want you to shift your focus to what you can control. This is following your strategy and staying disciplined no matter what happens. And then you need to set the right expectations. A good expectations to have is to focus on the process over profits, like I just said, and aim for mastery over time, not overnight success. Instead of making money fast, aim to steadily improve your skills, build confidence, and develop emotional resilience. And focus on the process, follow your strategy, and stay disciplined. Then you will make money as a natural byproduct. However, that can be easier said than done, and I understand this. Now, after setting the right expectations, there is one thing you must do if you want to become successful. Otherwise, the right expectations won't matter. You see, everyone has a set of beliefs, and these beliefs can block your success. Again, how do I know? Because I specialize in the belief system. I cannot tell you and stress enough, you have to invest in your belief system as well as your psychology. So say for instance, if you're a trader and you have thoughts such as, I'm never going to be a success, I don't think I can do this, I'm not good enough. These are limiting beliefs and they are limiting your success. You have to invest in your belief system. So these could be very hard to change and shift and overpower. I'm going to be very honest here. Which brings us to step 2. identifying limiting beliefs. This is the first step. For you to really understand this, I want to explain what a belief is. So a belief is an energy-saving shortcut for the brain. It's there to stop us from wasting energy and basically dying. It's primitive. Once we learn something, especially for a powerful experience, it can become a belief. So we don't have to think about it again or constantly evaluate it. This shortcut helps us avoid pain and wasting unnecessary energy. So think back to when our only purpose was to survive. And obviously I'm not talking about us, I'm talking about dinosaur times and cavemen. Our beliefs helped us save energy. They helped us to stay out of pain and even avoid danger. They were there to make sure we stayed safe and had the best chances of surviving. But in trading, beliefs can actually work against you. And I know this, I've seen it so many times. They will block you from becoming a profitable trader just because your mind has linked trading to potential risk or fear. This is why the most common emotion in trading is fear. For example, let's say you lose money on a trade and it feels painful. I get it. Once repeated enough times, your mind starts forming beliefs like, I'm not good enough, or trading is too risky. When I trade, I lose money. This acts as a shortcut to help you avoid similar pain in the future by trading less or even quitting. So in other ways, your mind tries to protect you from what it perceives as pain or danger. Now, here's the problem. Your beliefs aren't necessarily true. They are often based on past experiences, and if the experience was very powerful, or once they're repeated enough, then your mind accepts it as true. Suddenly, I'm not good enough, or I always lose money, start to influence your decisions, even if they're not based on the reality or potential or skill. These beliefs act as invisible barriers blocking you from making objective, confident decisions that follow your strategy or plan. So, how do you identify them? First, you need to know that they exist, just like you've done here in this video. So now that you can start to look at them, start observing your thoughts before, during, and after trading. If you notice repeated thoughts such as, I always lose money, or I'm never going to succeed in trading, or the markets are against me, which is really common, by the way, these are limiting beliefs. So you need to start to challenge them. Strong emotional reactions often reveal beliefs tied to self-worth, success, or fear or failure. Now, if you notice an intense fear of losing or an urge to recover losses quickly, this may indicate limiting beliefs around scarcity or self-worth. Reflect on the trading behaviors you find yourself repeating, especially if they're not aligned with your strategy. What do I mean by this? Well, for example, if you're making impulse decisions, closing trades too early, or micromanaging trades, ask yourself why you do this and keep digging into the why. Example, why do I micromanage trades? This is normally around control. So continue asking why until you uncover the identifying limiting beliefs such as I don't trust myself, or I need control because everything else feels out of my control. Now, another great thing to do is to write down your beliefs around money and success, since trading is closely related to this. Now, I've worked with so many traders who have limiting beliefs around money. And of course, we work on that and we get them to a stage where those limiting beliefs are gone and they start to really allow money into their lives. But the biggest limiting beliefs in our life, I think, are generally stemmed around money. So really start to journal what's going on, what your mind is, what is your relationship like to money? What is your relationship like to success? If you're not seeing the results you want, there is always a subconscious reason why you are not seeing the results you want. So now that you've identified your limiting beliefs, write them down. Now, for most traders, this is a huge breakthrough alone. But awareness of your limiting beliefs is just the beginning. So to make real progress, you need to go one step further. This is where it gets very powerful and you can change your whole life. Which brings us to step 3, introducing new beliefs. Once you see your limiting beliefs for what they are, protective shortcuts that no longer serve you, then you can start to replace them with empowering beliefs that actually serve you in your trading. We want to flip that script. So once you have become aware of the old limiting beliefs, write down the new empowering beliefs that you want and that are going to serve you. Now it's time to impress it into your subconscious mind so you can use its power to help you in trading instead of blocking you. The same way your beliefs stop you from being profitable, they can help you make confident, profitable decisions if you manage to impress them deep into your subconscious mind. So, here are some powerful methods to impress new beliefs. The first one is visualization. One of the most powerful techniques to reprogram your subconscious mind. Imagine yourself as a successful and confident trader you want to be. Picture the feeling of being calm, making strategic decisions, and seeing steady profits. So Tiger Woods and David Beckham both worked with hypnotherapists at the height of their career to work with their subconscious mind, and I can imagine and guess that they also use visualization as well, mental rehearsal. And it is one technique that I highly recommend to every trader to do. It really shifts the mind in believing it's reality. So strongly recommend that you use visualization. Another powerful technique is affirmations. Once you've written down your new beliefs, you can repeat them daily. Now, for things to become subconscious, we have to read, watch, do, listen to something repetitively. And that's how it becomes a subconscious belief or pattern. And it's the same with affirmations. When you say these daily or throughout the day, they will start to become subconscious. They'll start to become new thoughts, new ways, and new beliefs. To make it even more powerful, say them out loud, write them down, and feel the emotion. Because beliefs are more likely to be impressed if they are repeated with emotion. Each time you visualize or affirm, attach emotion to it. Imagine the feeling of making successful trades. The more you associate these feelings with your new beliefs, the stronger and lasting they become. And the last technique is something which I specialize in: hypnosis, subconscious reprogramming. I cannot stress enough how powerful hypnosis is. I'm the founder of Hypnosis for Traders, but more importantly, as I said before, I've helped over 1,000 traders succeed long term. And you can do this too. So there's various ways that you can use or practice hypnosis. You can do self-hypnosis, which is guiding yourself into a very relaxed space. And then you can bring in some suggestions, pretty much like affirmations like, I am a confident trader. I am a successful trader. I can do this. And then the more you do this, the more it starts to become a subconscious pattern and habit. And also you can listen to hypnosis as well. That's very powerful. So you can listen to an audio to build more confidence, more resilience, more patience, whatever your focus is. And then you can go and see a professional hypnotherapist, preferably, of course, somebody who specializes in trading psychology. But these are the areas and the techniques that you can do to master your trading mindset and reprogram your mindset for success. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found really good value, and I hope you really take these steps because they will really help you achieve long-term success if you commit to them. So if you want to find out more about trading psychology, then you can visit the website by clicking on the link in the description.